Hello, welcome. Let us learn how to find the derivative of functions using the first principle. We are given that y is equal to 2x to the power 2 plus x. Find the y dx using first principle. Now, from the question, we are given that y is equal to 2x squared plus x. When y changes, y plus change in y is equal to 2, then in the place of x, we write x plus change in x square, and there is x here again, plus x plus change in x. Now let us make change in x the subject of the formula. By doing this, for us to do that, we must take y to the right hand side, so that we have change in y equal to 2 into x plus change in x equal to plus x plus change in x minus y. Now, let us open this bracket using binomial expansion. We have change in y equal to 2 outside. Then in the bracket, using binomial, you have to square this one. When it is raised to power 2, you have to square this one, that is x squared, plus then this times this, then times 2. But know that change in x is different from x. You cannot say x times change in x to have change in x squared. It is what? X change in x. But I told you there is this times 2. Right? Now plus for this one, we also have change in x squared. Change in x and also the square. Change in x squared. Plus this one you now have x plus change in x, then minus y. Minus y. Now our next step, let us open this bracket using this 2, so that we have change in y equal to 2 times x squared will give us 2x squared. 2 times 2x change in x will give us 4 plus 4x change in x. 2 times 2 change in x, 2 times change in x squared will give us 2 change in x squared plus x plus what? Change in x minus y. Now our next step. Let us substitute y, because we are given that y is equal to 2x squared plus x. So if we substitute this in place of y, then we are going to have change in y equal to 2x to the power 2 plus 4x change in x plus 2 change in x squared plus x plus change in x minus 2x squared plus x. Now, let us open this bracket by the negative, so that we have change in y equal to 2x squared plus 4x change in x plus 2 change in x squared plus x plus change in x minus 2x squared minus x. Now you can see that from what we are having here, positive x and minus x will go, and 2x squared and minus 2x squared will go. Now we are having change in y equal to 4x change in x plus 2 changing x squared plus changing x. Now, let me tell you something. At this point, where you have subtract all the things that are having a negative and a positive, and you are still having some of them that are not having change in x, then you are wrong. You should go back and check your work very well. So now you see we are having change in x here, change in x here, change in x here. So we can proceed. Have change in y equal to change in x is common. So we factorize have change in x in the bracket. We now have 4x plus 2 change in x plus 1. Now let us divide both sides by change in x so that we have change in y or change in x is equal to change in x into 4x plus 2 change in x plus 1 over change in x. So that change in x will go with change in x, right? We are now having change in y over change in x equal to 4x plus 2 change in x plus 1. But what you are asked to find is dy dx, not changing y over changing x. But dy over dx is equal to limit of changing x tend to 0 of changing y over changing x. And this was the reason why we were finding changing y over changing x, so that we substitute it here and take our limit. Dy over dx is now equal to limit at changing x tend to 0 of, now our changing y over changing x is 4x plus 2 changing x plus 1. Now anywhere you see changing x, we are going to substitute 0. Then we have dy over dx equal to 4x plus 2 to 0 plus 1. 0 times this will give us 0. We now have changing y, we now have dy over dx equal to 4x plus 1. This